Thursday night, Seattle and Arizona. Seattle 5.5 and 41.5 on the road. Bet online number. Adrian Peterson all day. Teddy, how about it? Two great games so far with Arizona. Remember, when you fall behind early, you have to abandon the run. That's when they didn't use them and they were blown out in London against the Rams. 71 plays last week against the 49ers. 2 kneel downs on the final possession. Peterson had 37 carries and caught 2 passes, 167 total yards. He's proven a lot of people wrong. And Peyton didn't give him the ball in New Orleans. He said he had a lot left. He's right. And also, it's great you have a weapon with Peterson because that means you don't have to air it out with Drew Stanton, who was only 15 of 30, although he wasn't sacked, but he had some time because of the threat with AP. Here's Stanton. The game plan was fantastic. I loved it. I loved every single part of it. Each day we got to install it, I got more and more excited what was going on. And as we talked about last week, though, on the Thursday night game, could be a problem here, the conundrum for Arizona. You have a veteran who has to bounce back after a huge game and a lot of carries on a short week. McCoy couldn't do it. Let's see if AP's up to the challenge.
Well, exactly. AP is not just off a big game. He is off his career high in rushing attempts. We're talking about a back very much on the wrong side of 30. Off a career high, now playing on a short week. Okay. So McCoy, you talked about Shady McCoy. What do you have? 12 carries for 25 yards against the Jets. He was the Bills' leading receiver going into that game. He didn't catch a pass. I worry about Adrian Peterson rebounding. Bruce Arians, quote, Peterson is in unbelievable shape. We'll see how he feels Monday or Tuesday. I wish we had a full week. Obviously, we won't be able to feed him that many times on Thursday night, which means it's Drew Stanton. As you mentioned, Stanton, he's dicey at best. You know, he loved the fact they handed off to Peterson. Quote, the game plan was fantastic. I loved it. I loved every single part of it. Each day we got the install, I was getting more and more excited what was going on. That was great. That's against San Fran. This is against Seattle's run defense, which is a good notch or two better. And note the fact that the market's kind of ignoring these two teams' records in a sense. The Seahawks are 5-3. The Cardinals are 4-4. Arizona's at home. You look at that, you say, all right, maybe a pick'em game. Nuh-uh. You know, they're saying that the Seattle more than a touchdown better on a neutral right now against Arizona, despite the fact there's only one game separating them in the standings.
Well, that was tough to watch for Seattle. Again, penalties, couldn't protect Wilson. Good game plan by the Redskins. They brought the house a lot. They won total offense in yards, 437 to 244. They held the Redskins at 2.2 yards per rush and had 6 sacks, but it was 437 to 177 with 90 seconds left. And that's when Cousins hit back-to-back passes of 31 and 39 yards before Fat Rob won it with the 1-yard run. Wilson, 2 interceptions. Blair Walsh missed 3 field goals. 16 penalties again for 138 yards. Full season, they lead in penalties per game by a wide margin. Dead last, 10.3. You see the Jets, 8.1. Pete Carroll, quote, I'm just really disappointed because we've been addressing it and we haven't cleaned it up. And that really bugs me. We made it a lot harder on ourselves. And Teddy, watching that whole game, Wilson, again, he's running for his life every play.
Yeah, and the scary thing for Seattle is that once again, Russell Wilson was their leading rusher. This is a guy who is gaining 34 yards per game on the ground, most of them on scrambles, on broken pass plays, where he's creating something out of nothing. But the inability of the Seahawks to successfully run the football is really hurting their chances. Now, I don't expect the execution. Where they have 16 penalties in that ballgame, and as you mentioned, they lead the NFL in that regard. One would expect that will be a point of emphasis for Seattle this week. And certainly, we talk about Russell Wilson and his ability to make plays. Didn't get it done in the red zone last week. I don't think that's a long-term problem for the Seahawks. We'll get back to this game when it comes to play of the day time.
Hey, guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.